You're watching www.ThePapare.com. We are bringing you the updates of Day 1 Asian Sevens qualifier for the Rio Olympics in Brazil next year. Of course, Sri Lanka started off with a robust start against Iran, 24 points to nil in the first half, and then it was a win for the Iranis in the second half as they scored two back-to-back tries, and the final score was 31 points to 10 in favour of the Tuskers. Hat-trick to Danushka Ranjan, which is good. He's still running extremely fast and furious, which is good for the Tuskers. And then in the second match, Sri Lanka versus Malaysia, it was a final score 24 points to 10. Sri Lanka once again struggling a little bit initially in the first half, but at the end of the 14 minutes, somehow Sudarshan Muthutantri's team managed to seal that victory, because Sri Lanka did beat Malaysia previously in home or in Colombo in the final of Asia 7 series. And also in the final game of Day 1, which was a stunner, a spectacular, Sri Lanka had all their chance to win. It was a 12-5 in favour of the Tuskers in the first half. For tries for tries for Richard Dharmapala, and Danushka Ranjan made a valiant solo try, 70 meters from inside the 22 meters, and he fended off two Hong Kong players, and he goes to the left flank. That was a brilliant try, but nevertheless, it was a disappointing finish because Hong Kong came back so strong in the second half, and they scored back-to-back tries, and they ended up victorious as 27 points to 12. So Sri Lanka have another game tomorrow, that is against Philippines, who played really well against Malaysia in the opening game for them. But Sri Lanka will be taking on Philippines at 9:02 Sri Lankan time. So if Sri Lanka win, more likely Sri Lanka will take on Japan in the semi-finals in the later tomorrow. So that is the men's updates. And the women's team, they couldn't do much, but they beat one country, that is Guam. The final score of that game, 22 points to 7. But Sri Lanka women's also struggle against Hong Kong, 36 points to 5, and also struggle against Japan, 48 points to nil. But they did really played somewhat good against Japan, despite the fact they conceded 48 points. The defensive structure has been improved. That's what Kat Merchant, the coach, who said to ThePapare.com. So that's the story out here, and we are reporting you from this Olympic house here in Hong Kong, which is the media center. I'm Sabir Kadir, signing off for ThePapare.com, sharing the passion as always.